Hey guys, so today I have a video that I think is pretty exciting, and these are my recommendations for a beginner's freelance makeup kit. I want to preface this by saying that I am not a freelance makeup artist, but I am trying to be. So I've got my kit and I've got the products in mind that I really think would be a great kit for what I want to do, which would be like prom makeup and bridal makeup mostly. So those are the products that I'm going to be recommending. And yeah, I hope you guys will still like this video. I have thought a lot about it, and I just have knowing what works best when I apply makeup to myself and to others. These are the products I think would be really great staples, and I've got a mix of some drugstore and some high-end things. You don't have to go out and buy the most expensive kit, the most expensive brushes, and the most expensive makeup. But of course, if you're working on a client that is paying a lot of money for your services, they might like you to use some more high-end makeup on them because it's more like a luxury treatment. So I just want to say that I'm not a freelance makeup artist, but if any of you are, I would love your comments down below whether you think these products would be good or what you think might be better. I really want to know from you guys because I have tried to look up freelance makeup videos on YouTube and I've not been able to find hardly anything. So I'm hoping that this video will open up to a lot of you guys who can comment and let me know what you think, because I plan on starting this summer doing some freelance makeup artistry, so I'm really hoping that these products will work for me. So anyway, I wanted to preface that before getting into this video, so let's get started. So for foundation, I know a lot of people use cream foundations, but from using that in my theater makeup class, it looked nice on camera, but in person it looked very heavy and cakey. So something that I think will be nice is the Revlon Colorstay foundation, because that is a really nice full coverage, but it looks pretty natural, but it covers everything. So I would say getting a foundation in probably 6 different shades, getting the lightest shade, one of the darker shades, and then a bunch of middle shades. Obviously it depends on the clients that you think you'll be working on. You know, you can always expand, but I would say start out with 6 foundations. I think it would be pretty good. And like I said, the lightest, one of the darker colors, and 4 medium shades. So for concealer, I love this NYX HD Concealer. I think this works good for blemishes and under eyes. I would recommend, again, getting the lightest shade, which is the one I have called Porcelain, one of the darker shades, and 2 or 3 of the middle shades, because you can mix them together to get the perfect color for your client. My favorite product for brightening and highlighting the face would be the Maybelline Instant Angel Wine Concealers. If you get the Brightener shade, that would be great for anybody with fair skin like myself. And if you get the Neutralizer shade, which is more yellow, and this one's more pink, that would be better for somebody with tan skin. So I think those would be really great to highlight the face. And there is that sponge on the top, but as you can see, like I've done, you can take it off and then just apply it with a brush. So it is going to be sanitary that way. And with products with a doe foot, wipe it onto a palette or the back of your hand, so it is still sanitary. The NYX HD Concealer for concealing, the Maybelline Instant Angel Wine for highlighting the face, I think are really, really great products, and they work well together. So for powders, you want to have something, a powder that is pretty translucent, and I also wanted to get some powders that will be great to set those highlights. So the first one I have here is the NYX Cameo powder, which would be great to set the Maybelline Brightener. The banana powder would be good for the Maybelline Neutralizer, and they also have a neutral set powder from NYX that would be great to set the entire face. So those are products that I would get. This is a loose powder, which also, if you need to mix the shades, it'll be easier to do once it's loose. But NYX also has a ton of different skin tone colors, which are not talked about as much, but they have a ton of different skin tone colors as well. So I would definitely check out their powders. I bought this from CameraReadyCosmetics.com. I will have that link down below. That is a great place to go if you want to get makeup and tools for a freelance kit. That's a great place to go. So for bronzer, I personally like a warm tone to bronze a face and a cool tone to contour. And my favorite right now is the Revlon PhotoReady Bronzed and Chic. This was discontinued, but I would say go to Big Lots right now and you can get it for $3.50. But the reason that I like this is because it's 4 different colors of matte bronzer. That way it will work for a lot of different types of skin tones, which is really awesome. But any matte warm tone bronzer NYC Sunny, Benefit Hoola, all of those bronzers are nice for bronzing. And then for contouring, like I said, I like to use a more cool tone bronzer. You can always get a powder like the L'Oreal True Match powders in a neutral color or a cool tone color, so you can use those to contour. But I also, for fair skin, recommend the NYX Blush and Taupe, and for like medium skin, I recommend the Balm's Bahama Mama. I like to use this one as well, so if you want to just get one, this is a really great bronzer. You just have to blend more and apply less if they have a fairer complexion, but both these are really great powders for contouring. So for blush, I have a couple of suggestions. So first, right here I've got my MAC blush palette. I have 2 spaces empty, but I know what I want to put in here, and I think it would make a great makeup artist kit. So I've got my Emphasize shaping powder. Here I'm going to put a sculpting powder in the shade Sculpt, which would be a contour color. It is a cool tone color. And then over here I'm going to put Breath of Plum from MAC, which again is a plum blush. So the blushes I have are Melba, Cantaloupe, and Fleur Power. I think if you swapped Cantaloupe for Dame or any other pink blush, and this would be a perfect makeup artist kit. If you had a highlight, contour, plum, a coral, a peach, and a pink, I think that would be everything that you need, and it's all compact in this palette. So I definitely recommend that. The blushes, again, that I mentioned were Breath of Plum, Dame, Fleur Power, and Melba. So I think those would be great blushes to have, and no matter what their skin tone is, those blushes will look nice, or you can find one that would be perfect for them. Some other blushes that I really recommend are MAC Warm Soul. This would only really work for light, fair to light medium skin tone clients, but this is just a beautiful natural color if they want a dramatic eye with lots of false lashes. This is a great complementary blush that just makes your cheeks stand out and look beautiful, but it's not overpowering. So I love this blush. I think this would be perfect on fair skin brides. And then you guys know I love the blushes from the Balm. They're all amazing quality, but I really want to recommend the Instain Blushes. They have 6 different colors. This one is Toile. It is matte. Most of the shades in this line are matte, but the reason I recommend these is that they are staining, so they are extremely long wearing. I also find that my MAC blushes last all day, but especially I wanted to mention these because they are a staining blush. So the last face product I have to mention is highlighter, and of course, there are a ton of highlighters out there, but this is a way that you can save some money but still get a great product. The Hard Candy Baked Blush and Pinup, and the Baked Bronzer in Tiki. This is more of a pink tone. Tiki is more of a yellow tone, so I think both of those highlighters would be great to go with any skin tone of your client. These are really nice. They have a really nice sheen to them, but they're not too chunky and they're not too obvious, so I think this would photograph beautifully. So I really recommend these highlighters. So now on to eyebrows. So I've got 2 different options. The first, so I have 2 different affordable options. First, I would say the Maybelline Define-A-Brow brow pencils, because they have a very skinny tip like the Anastasia brow pencils do, and they come in a variety of colors. So those are great for women or men that do not have very full brows. And the other product I recommend for people that do have full brows would be the e.l.f. eyebrow kit, because it comes with a wax and a powder. This only works for people that have decently full eyebrows like myself. If you have to draw on your eyebrows, this is not going to stay on your skin well enough. This works better sticking to actual hairs, not skin. So I'd recommend the Maybelline Define-A-Brow pencil, because I think that sticks to skin very well. And if you do want to have some extra money to spend on high-end, the Anastasia brow pencils are also fabulous. So for this brow powder duo, I would probably get the shades Medium and Ash. Ash because this is great for blondes or light brunettes, because it is a cool tone color. And then also I would get mediums. So for eye primer, you guys know I love my e.l.f. eyelid primer, but that has a doe foot applicator. I really think some of the squeeze do applicator would be better. I know Urban Decay makes some, as does Too Faced and Lorac, but also Milani has an eyeshadow primer that isn't a squeeze tube, so I definitely am going to get that. It doesn't cost very much money, and I think it will be a great primer, and it will be wonderful and sanitary because it has a squeeze tube. So also for bases, you guys know I love bases, so I wanted to recommend the Milani Shadow Eyes Pencil in Almond Cream. Jordana also has one that is almost identical to this, and that's a little bit cheaper. But this is just a nude skin tone matte eyeshadow base, so this will be able to go with any of the colors that you plan on using on top. So I think this is a really great base to have, and if you want to go high end, something like MAC Painterly Paint Pot would be great. And you guys know that I love my color tattoos from Maybelline. I have 3 colors that I think would be great for a kit, and like I mentioned, a lot of my products I'm picking out are geared towards bridal makeup, because that's what I want to do. Obviously, you won't keep everything that you have in your kit at one time. Like if you've got Halloween makeup and it's July, you're not going to keep your Halloween makeup in your kit all year, most likely not, because it's taking up space and you probably won't be using it. So geared toward your client or your job. So the 3 Maybelline color tattoos that I chose would be, the first one is, this one is Barely Beige. This was limited edition, but you can get Barely Branded. It's almost the same color. So this is just like a shimmery champagne. And then, of course, Bad to the Bronze, one of my favorites. This looks so beautiful under a ton of eyeshadows. And also Tough as Taupe, which is another one of my loves. Just a really nice matte color that would be great for any deep colors or the crease. Next, now to eyeshadow. So since I plan on doing bridal work, I'm going to spend a little bit more money on my neutral eyeshadows, and I have a palette of colorful eyeshadows that is a very, very affordable price, because I probably won't be using that near as much. So my first neutral eyeshadow I want to show you was the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio. This is a great quality product, great colors that would be great for a neutral eye, for prom or for bridal makeup. So I wanted to have this as an option. I think this is really, really great quality. But also what I think would be great would be any of the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I have the original, but I do plan on getting Naked 2 and Naked 3, hopefully sometime over the summer, because I think they'd be great for the kit. Maybe you don't need Naked 3, but if you have Naked 1, Naked 2, then you've got really warm tone neutrals and really cool tone neutrals, which would be great. You can find something that will work for any skin tone of your bride or her color preference. And also the Urban Decay Naked Basics or the Balm Meet Matte Nude. Both of them are great neutral matte palettes. So that would be great to go with the other Naked palettes, considering that they don't have too many matte eyeshadows. So I feel like if you had your Naked palettes, then you'd be good to go with neutral eyeshadows. And if you don't own the Naked palettes, or you don't have the money for them, I think the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio would be a great one to start with, because it works in a lot of skin tones and it has great quality pigment. So the colorful eyeshadow I recommend is, mine is the Manly Pro palette. I got it off of eBay, but it is the same as a BH Cosmetics Coastal Scents Sedona Lace 120 palette. So it just has a ton of eyeshadows. These do have a ton of fallout, but they are pretty pigmented. So if you have a specific color that you want to use, if you want to pop a little purple on your lower lash line or the outer corner or whatever you like, I think that these shadows are really great for that. And you might not want to spend a ton of money on some colorful shadows if you don't think that you're going to be using them a ton. So for eyeliner, it's kind of hard for me because I wear liquid liner on an everyday basis, and you can sanitize liquid liner if you spray some alcohol onto a paper towel and wipe off the felt tip in between each, or brush tip in between each time that you apply it. But that's just, it's just kind of more difficult, but you definitely could do that. Gel liner is easy to sanitize. I don't use gel liner, so I'll have to figure that out, because I really love the way liquid liner looks on the top lash line. But so if you have any tips on liners, please let me know. But I do have two pencil liners I think are great. So the first is Jordana 12 Hour Made to Last liquid liner pencil. I have black point, but I think it would be essential to have a black pencil liner, a brown pencil liner, and a nude pencil liner. My Rimmel Scandalize Nude is amazing. I think those are kind of essentials to have. So for mascara, it really does not matter which mascara that you get exactly, because you're not going to be using the brush that comes in it. You're going to be using disposable mascara wands, which are pretty traditional bristle brushes, but I would recommend getting a regular and a waterproof version of the same mascara. So I'm probably going to buy the Maybelline Rocket, the original and the waterproof, because the original is still a little bit hard to get off the lashes, so I think that would be good in case you want to go full waterproof but you know it will still last. So that's probably what I'm going to go with, but you just want a regular and waterproof version of that mascara. So now on to lips. So I try to pick long-lasting products, and I picked one color from every color family pretty much that I thought would be great for prom or bridal makeup. So the first thing I have here is the e.l.f. Lip Lock Pencil, which is basically a clear lip liner, which would be great for any lipstick. And then I also have the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in Nude Pink. This is a really nice color. But any of the NYX Retractable Lip Liners are nice if you wanted to get a nude pink, berry, and red. That would be great because then you can mix those with your lipsticks. They don't have to be the exact same color as your lipstick. Then for lip glosses, I have two types that I recommend. The NYX Butter Glosses are amazing, especially if you do prom makeup. I think that these are really great lip glosses, and I also love the Buxom lip glosses. These NYX give a little bit more color and they're very creamy on the lips, but the Buxom give off just a little bit of color, and they are a little bit thick and sticky, but it will make the lip product last longer. So I think these would especially be great for a wedding because it will prolong your lip color. So now on to the lip products. Like I said, I've got a variety of colors. So the first would be my nude choice, which for me would be the Tarte Matte Lip Surface Exposed. I absolutely love this. Really great quality, it lasts a long time, it's a really pretty color. For a nice light warm pink, I chose the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm in Elusive. This is a beautiful color. They last a really long time in the lip, so I think that this lip product would be a great option, and you can just choose whatever colors you like. So my other favorite pink that I think is beautiful on brides would be the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in Snob. I think this is a really great blue tone pink color, but it's not as intense as something like Saint Germain. So then for a bright pink, I love the Revlon Matte Balm in Showy. This is beautiful, beautiful bright blue tone pink. Then I've got more of a natural mauve, the Revlon Just Fit and Kissful Balm Stain in Honey. This is a really great color. Again, a staining formula, so it will last long and is comfortable on the lips. So then I have another berry color that is another Revlon Super Luscious lipstick. This is in Sassy Mauve, a really beautiful mauve color. I think it'll be beautiful on brides, and it's a good long-lasting formula, but it's not drying. So then for a burgundy plum, the Revlon Just Fit and Kissful Balm Stain and Crush. Last for a red, I have the Revlon Matte Balm in Standout. Beautiful deep red color that I think would look great on a ton of skin tones. So those are all of my lip products that I mentioned. Like I said, I just wanted to pick the long-lasting lip products, so I did the Tarte Matte Lip Surgeons, the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balms, the Revlon Just Fit and Kissful Balm Stains, and the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipsticks. And then I just picked my favorite colors that I thought would be great for bridal makeup. So the other products that I think you'll definitely need are brushes. I have a whole video on must-have makeup brushes that I'll link up here. I've got some brushes from e.l.f., Real Technique, Sigma that I have in there that are my favorites. So brushes, you want a good range. You might want a couple, flat paddle eyeshadow brushes. So the ones from e.l.f. are great. That way you can just sanitize them in between colors, and if you are doing multiple clients in one day. Also, of course, I recommend mascara wands and lip gloss wands. e.l.f. sells them, as well as Sally Beauty Supply. I mentioned Cameo Ready Cosmetics as being a great place to get some freelance stuff. You can get Ben Nye products, and also the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. I've heard a lot about that, and I really want to get that to spot clean my brushes while on the job. Also, you need alcohol to sanitize your brushes, so you might want to put it in a spray bottle so you can sanitize your makeup. Also, I would say a mixing palette and a spatula. This is something else that you can buy off of Cameo Ready Cosmetics. That way you can mix foundations, mix concealers, and it's more sanitary than doing it on the back of your hand. And I think it's something that was definitely worth the money. And then some random things you want while you're on the job is some mints, bobby pins, hairspray, and business cards. I think those would be great. And also a bag for trash, because you don't want to have all this trash all around your client. Obviously, also you want tissues. So my kit is the Caboodles Ultimate Organizer Train Case. I will leave a link to it down below. This holds stuff really well, but this doesn't hold a ton of things. It will hold everything I have here. I have tried it and it fits nicely. But this is a great starter kit. It might not be as good quality as Sephora or some of the other very expensive train cases. This one still cost me $40, but it fits everything really well, and I think it's nice quality. I think this brand is nice quality. I do like this a lot, and I think this is a great product. I got mine off of Amazon. Again, I'll have a link for it down below. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please let me know what you think about it, and I really want your feedback if you've done any freelance makeup artistry, what products that you think would be essentials to have, and these are the things that I plan on putting in my kit. I also plan on using some of my own products and clients, but of course not a mascara or a lip gloss. Like nothing where the applicator has been on my skin. But, you know, the Naked palette, I hardly ever use it. And if you just sanitize it, I think it's no problem using that on a client, your own makeup. But, again, most of the stuff I would buy brand new. My cream products I'll buy brand new. So let me know your all's opinion on that as well. Like I said, I have tried to look for makeup artistry videos and I've not seen very many. So I was hoping that this might help out some of you, and I was hoping that I can get some great feedback on this video because I really want to know what products would be great for my kit, because like I said, I plan on starting this summer doing some freelance work, which mostly bridal and some prom and winter formal school dances and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.